Good morning and happy Monday, and welcome back to the old grind. For those of you who are not looking forward for it to be Monday today, let's see. Personally, my low is the fact that today is Monday because I stayed up way too late for very obvious reasons. Most notably, the fact that Rick and Morty season 7 premiered last night. I'm going to talk about that, and it was funny. Regarding the other reason, the Giants-Bills game was like one of the most underwhelming things I'd ever seen. And I was expecting the game to, the clock to run out well before the episode of Rick and Morty was over. So, I watched Rick and Morty, and again, I'm going to talk about the episode in a minute. And the game is still going on after the episode's over. Keep in mind, it's 11:30 at night. Normally, Sunday night games end before this. But they really brought it down to the wire. And, actually, my high is the fact that thanks to the fact that the Bills won, my record for the day was 10-4, I believe. Yeah, 10-4 for picks I got right and picks I got wrong. So, because, let me look. Because on Thursday I got the Chiefs game right. I was right about the Ravens winning. I was right about the Dolphins winning. I was wrong about the Texans winning. I actually thought the Saints were going to win that game. I was wrong about the Commanders winning. I thought the Falcons would win. I was right about the Jags. I was right about the Bengals. I was right about the Vikings. I was wrong about the Browns. I was right about the Raiders. I was right about the Lions. I was right about the Rams. I was actually wrong about the Jets winning. Which, as long as I'm thinking about it. Oh, you guys you Eagles, you lost to the Jets. Oh, God. Seriously. They didn't even have Aaron Rodgers, man. Come on, man. Seriously. You had Jalen Hurts, and you don't win? Jalen Hurts played terrible, absolutely. 3 interceptions, you're not going to recover from that. But, man, it's so great to see the Eagles lose. Especially when they lose to a team they had no business losing to whatsoever. They lost to the Jets. That's funny. And speaking of teams that really shouldn't have lost, Giants. Don't get me wrong, I want Buffalo to win. I'm glad I was right about Buffalo winning. But I have to ask you, Giants and Giants fans, very serious question now, okay? I really want you to listen to the following question. I have to ask you. Y'all know you guys had Saquon Barkley, right? You know that, right? By rule, the game can't end on a penalty. And because of the pass interference call on the play before, you guys are on the 1-yard line. That touchdown was given to you on a silver platter. And what's even more insulting, you got Saquon Barkley. You drafted the guy 2nd overall for this very play. Potentially. I should say. Well, potentially this very play. This is Super Bowl 49 all over again. You have an absolute unit of a running back right there at your fingertips. You're on the 1-yard line to win the game. Feed Saquon. Honestly, you guys deserve to lose that game if you don't do that. When are people going to understand? In those moments, you have him rushing in. What do you think happened in Super Bowl 49? You give the ball to beast mode, but you don't. You have arguably the greatest defensive play in the history of football. So, yes. I know Brian Daboll is won Coach of the Year last year, and congratulations. But if he's looking to repeat, he just lost his shot at it for that reason alone. I'm sorry, Giants fans. Y'all deserve to lose. You did. So, congratulations to the Bills. Let's go, Buffalo. I'm glad you guys won. I actually picked you guys to win. But, yeah. I have a pick tonight, don't I? Look, everybody's already written off the Chargers to win this game. And actually, I mean, last time we played against the Chargers, I'm pretty sure we destroyed them. So, yeah. Of course I'm going to put my Cowboys to beat the Chargers. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, that's about, that's what I have to say about that. Let's see. Before I get into this week's One Piece manga chapter, I did say I was going to talk about Rick and Morty, and yes, I absolutely will. For those of you who don't know, the original voices of Rick and Morty were done by a guy named Justin Roiland, who got himself into some sort of assault charge issue. It was proven that he didn't do it, and therefore the charges were dropped. But that's the sort of accusation that's going to ruin your reputation. So that's why Justin Roiland is no longer doing the voices of Rick and Morty. With that said, everybody was on edge wondering what was going to happen. And I mentioned this the other day, but personally, I like these new voices of Rick and Morty. I would say Morty is about 99 out of 100, where Rick, I would say, is about, I'll be generous and say 90 out of 100. They're still technically A's, but, so basically I give them an average of like a 94.5, roughly. I think that's what it comes down to. The point is they were good. And honestly, the episode last night was solid. I thought it was a very solid opening to season 7 of Rick and Morty. Although, here's the thing. I'm a fan of Rick and Morty, but my favorite character is the name of a character I swore I would never say on camera. And it was looking like, oh no, I don't think I'm going to be able to talk about this episode without saying his name. But it turns out the character's real name is Wayne. So I can just simply call him Wayne. Although, again, he's my favorite, he's definitely my favorite side character on the show. Absolutely. Very close to being favorite character overall. I kind of find it hard to... And don't forget, Wayne is my favorite character on the show. He is. So, basically, the episode is, Wayne is down on his luck. He's drinking a lot. He's living with, the Smiths. And it's not necessarily conducive to a happy life or happy lifestyle. So, basically, it's Rick, Gearhead, Squanchy, Bird Person, and some guy, I forget his name. And they, have him go for a night in the town. And basically it's the episode of, Wayne getting his groove back is what the message is. And it was good. It was really good. Listen, I say this every now and again, but Rick and Morty, again, is an adult cartoon and isn't exactly, clean when it comes to the language. If watching that stuff makes you feel uncomfortable, by all means, don't watch it. I happen to like it myself, so that's why I like it. And again, it was a very solid season of Rick and Morty. Well, the beginning of the season of Rick and Morty. Now, with all that out of the way, I have a One Piece manga chapter to read. I'm gonna see if I can go without having my computer on my lap for this. I mean, I don't have any problem with my eyes necessarily, just... Is there any way I can make it bigger? Okay, that works. I just readjusted the size. Okay. So, without further ado, One Piece chapter 1095. Better off dead in this world. Oh dear. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see. Looks like Saint Saturn has landed. Okay. Actually, you know what? No, I missed doing the dynamic. Hold on. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I forgot. I can read the words, but I still need to see every exact detail in each panel. Okay, Saint Saturn has landed. It looks like there's some marine, because remember, in the last chapter, someone who was not a strong enough marine got his head blown off. So it looks like some marines are of, a good enough rank to view him. Okay, let's see. Looks like these were Bonnie landed, okay. That's not wrong stuff. Okay. Marines are reacting to Bonnie stabbing Saint Saturn. Oh, okay. Oh dear. Yeah, the Marines are about to help Saint Saturn, but Saturn's like, pipe down. If I was afraid of getting stabbed, I would have already avoided it. He basically got stabbed on purpose. And evidently the reason why is because his wound just healed. That is rather ominous. Okay, That's funny. Saturn's looking at Kizaru like, this isn't like you. I can't believe, normally I wouldn't believe you lost, but I can understand why. And then looks to Luffy and he's completely tired out from being Gear 5th. Is Saturn going to go for the kill for Luffy? Somebody's got to make a save. Yeah! All right. Frankie! My man! All right. He saved Luffy by punching him out of the way. Cool. I like that. Okay. And Saturn's like, I see. A pirate crew that cooperates. And Frankie's just tickled pink. He's like, so the top bosses of the world are after our captain, huh? Alright. I can dig that. He's Frankie. So Saturn's like, okay, the fact that Luffy and Bonnie are here, that was unexpected. But you've been lucky many times in the past. If you're able to get out of this one alive, I would love to see how. Ooh. Looks like Saturn is showing off how cruel he really is. Which one of you should die first? I'll do it from least painful to most painful. Saturn ain't messing around here. He wants them to die with nothing but regret for their rebellion. Yeah. I mean, look. I'm pretty sure, even if, listen, obviously I have no clue how this turns out. But theoretically, if they were going to die by your hand, what would there be to regret exactly? Because they wanted to rebel against the world government. Well, technically, I would guess that they would have succeeded. If they don't succeed, that's how they regret. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. This is ominous. Saturn is like, why is it that human beings feel the need to do what they are explicitly forbidden from doing? I mean, it's been theorized that Saint Saturn is not human. But it's also possible the fact that he's so far above everyone else that he doesn't believe he's human himself. That's a fair point. And it looks as if no one can move. I mean, Saturn just blew Sanji away by some crazy power he has. And Vegapunk's thinking it might be one of Saturn's powers, okay? Okay, I can't help but sort of laugh at this because Barney's like, you killed my father, Saturn. I'm thinking, you killed my father. Prepare to die. I don't think he's gonna die, especially when you already tried to stab him and it didn't work. This is fascinating. It looks like we now know the name of Kuma's race, the Buccaneers. Cool. Okay, they go Buccaneers. Okay. Looks like they're all about to shoot Bonnie and okay. Okay. Looks as if oh no. Oh. Hold on, I gotta set this down real fast. Okay. As a One Piece fan, and the fact that we're in the end game right now, there's some questions that need to be answered. And one of those questions was Bartholomew Kuma's backstory. They're showing it right now. We've waited 15 years for this backstory to happen. And we got it. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm ready to read this. Because it's going to be sad. Looks like I gotta press on. Okay, looks like it shows Kuma being born. Oh, the Buccaneers look like, okay, looks like the Buccaneers are a giant human hybrid. Kind of big people. Mm-hmm. Oh, looks like the government knows that Kuma's from the Buccaneer family, so the government captured him and turned him into slaves. Oh, God. Well, it shows Kuma as a young boy being a slave. Oh, it's only going to get sad from here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Looks like sometime later, Bartholomew Kuma's mom died. Oh, dear God. Oh, no. Oh, God. Darn you, Ichiro Oda, for being able to draw extremely sad moments. Because this image of Bartholomew Kuma crying is going to get me. You gotta go on, though. Okay, it looks like his dad is talking about Nika. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so Kuma's dad was telling him about Nika. The world noble heard him do that, and he shot him. Kuma literally saw his dad die right before his very eyes. Good God. Whew. And there's still more to the chapter. Okay, it looks like flash forward to about 38 years ago. Yeah, the beginning of the flashback happened 47 years ago. We fast forward to 38, so 9 years have passed. Okay, we get 3 long years. Hunting competition. Oh, God. The world nobles have a hunting game for their slaves? And it's on God Valley. Are we gonna get the God Valley incident here? Holy cow, it's Saint Figure and Garling. A young Saint Figure and Garling. And he's actually gorgeous looking. My God. He just strikes down the king of the natives. Left on slave. Okay. Is that a young Evie doll? Cool. All right. And some slave, I didn't know Ivankov was a slave too. And okay, this Ginny girl, I get the feeling that she's gonna die. And I'm gonna call it right now. I think this Ginny girl might be Bonnie's mom, and therefore Kuma's wife. Oh boy. This is only going to get sadder from here. And what's even sadder is the fact that we gotta wait 2 weeks before the next chapter. Oh, God. I gotta turn this off. Oh man, whew. That's just so horrible. That might be the saddest thing I think I've ever read. Like, the only reason why I'm not crying is because this is technically a flashback. I mean, from a narrative perspective, nothing's gonna happen. Because, it's a flashback. But the fact I know, some of Kuma's backstory already, oh, God. I gotta go find my parents and tell them I love them and give them a big old hug. And I suggest you do, if you read this chapter, I suggest you do the same too. Or find a way to hug somebody. Good God. Oh, don't get me wrong. This chapter was absolutely phenomenal. It was. But it was just so sad. Oh, it's going to be a long 2 weeks waiting to see what happens next. And I really hope it doesn't feel like that long. All I can say is I hope you like what I just read and did today. I hope you have a wonderful day. And should you read this chapter and need someone to talk to, I'm going to be here. Because, I need to go give somebody a hug. Which would be a good choice, so go and do that, please. 607 all day, baby.